Yo, 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 it's your boy Goat, back in the building. Hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, share the video, comment, do all that stuff. Hey man, I'm back with another video. Lakers took a huge loss tonight. This loss really hurt. I was yelling and screaming the whole game. We couldn't box out. We couldn't defend the 3-point line. We couldn't defend the basket. We couldn't stop guys like Zion, Wilson, Adams. All the big guys dominated. Brandon Ingram had damn near 40. Zion dominated. Everybody dominated us in the paint. We couldn't stop the Pelicans. We got destroyed on every level, both sides of the ball. Hopefully the trade deadline will make some moves. But I'm going to let my guy, Dan Lecker fan, get in here and give his thoughts.
Reliant. Even the great Kuzma's not being aggressive.
And that's a big problem. The reason why the players are not being aggressive for the Lakers is because we're so used to running everything to LeBron James. And so when you're a team that is used to running stuff through one player, what that does is that if that player is out, then the players don't know how to play by themselves. Like this team right now, we don't know how to play without LeBron. And that's a big problem for this team and my team. You know, I love the team still.
Offensively, because he probably is so used to catching and shooting and playing in his role, and now we need players to be aggressive. But the biggest disappointment, besides KCP, Wesley Matthews actually played too good today. We know KCP's been really trash. But the biggest disappointment for me has been Dennis Schroeder, because we expect a lot more than his 15 points. A lot more. So that has been like such a...
I think Dennis Schroeder got psyched out in this game because Dennis Schroeder got into it with the girl referee, and he got that technical foul. Dennis Schroeder, he was getting hacked and hit and slapped, and Dennis Schroeder was not getting the calls. So whenever you're not getting calls, you can't get out of your game. So whenever Dennis Schroeder was not getting foul calls, he started to not play aggressive on neither side of the ball. And that's what hurt Dennis Schroeder, is that he lost his confidence when he wasn't getting calls. And he let his emotions dictate how he plays.
Negative revelation. I thought he was going to step it up and be really aggressive and maybe, try to earn that 20 mil he wants. But right now he's looking like a 10 mil a year player the way he's playing. He's looking like a bench guy again. Sometimes he goes through the motions. Sometimes he gets really sloppy, turns the ball over. He's not being a floor general. He looks a lot better when LeBron and AD are out there. That I feel like that masks a lot of his flaws. But we needed a more aggressive Dennis if we even had a chance tonight. And nope, didn't get that. Again,
that's the one thing I disagree with Dan Lecker fan. I love your channel, bro, but I disagree with that. If Dennis Schroeder, even if Dennis Schroeder had 25 points, we still lose this game by at least 10. Even if Schroeder had got 25 points, we still would have got dominated. Even if Dennis Schroeder had dropped big numbers, we still would have lost for the fact that everybody on the Pelicans ate. The whole Pelicans team was dominating, rebounding, scoring, and defense. And we had a lot of turnovers in this game.
We need more from him as well. I don't know why Devontae Cacok is starting, if anything. I'd much rather go with the Giannis' little brother, because at least he has size and he can bounce. That's
a very bad idea. If you're talking about playing Giannis' little brother, that's a terrible idea. Giannis' brother cannot guard. Giannis' brother, Cacok, and Montrezl Harrell called out the whole team on defense, but Montrezl played no defense in this game. When I say Montrezl got cooked, he got cooked, fried, baked, all the above. Montrezl is a terrible defender on all 9 levels. So if you think Montrezl can play defense, something wrong with that. Nobody on the Lakers plays defense as a one-on-one player. Defense for the Lakers, the Lakers play team defense. The Lakers are not about one-on-one defense, but Montrezl, bad defender. Giannis, Cacok, all them guys are bad defenders. It don't matter who you put in the lineup. None of them guys can play one-on-one defense.
And maybe block shots, but bottom line is we're lacking tons of depth. Tons of depth right now, because obviously we have no bigs. We got exploited in the paint. They dropped 128 points on us, and I think 100 of those were in the paint.
That's cap. I think at least 110 were in the paint.
It was like watching somebody get murdered and you can't do nothing about it. It was horrible, man. We got slaughtered out here, and these games really.
Dan, I disagree. We didn't get slaughtered. This was a massacre. This was a massacre. They ain't Laker fan. This game, we got slaughtered, massacred, all the above.
Are not fun to watch, but obviously we're diehard Laker fans, so only the diehard.
Watching this game was painful. This game was so painful, I had to turn the game off. I turned the game off like at the end of the third quarter because it was so painful watching my team get destroyed the way they did on both sides of the ball. They couldn't rebound. They couldn't defend the three-quarter paint. They couldn't defend nothing.
Stay to watch these. You know, the casuals leave. The casuals left when LeBron got injured, so that's just the way it goes. But the real diehard Laker fans, we in here. We saw Frank cheering on our team. But it is ugly, man. You know, my biggest complaint is that there's no structured offense right now. We're not running any play.
That's why I said, Dan Laker fan, when I came to your chat and I said Frank Vogel is not calling no plays. He just sent them guys out there and said go. And that's part of Frank Vogel. Frank Vogel is used to coaching defense. Frank Vogel is not known as a guy to coach offense. When they asked him in the post-game interview, they said, what do you think about your offense without LeBron and AD? He said, well, I trust my defense. They didn't ask him about defense. They asked Frank Vogel about offense. Frank Vogel does not know how to coach offense. In my opinion, they should fire Frank Vogel and put Jason Kidd as the head coach. Jason Kidd would be a way better head coach than Frank Vogel because Jason Kidd can coach defense and offense. And Jason Kidd knows how to call plays for guys like Kyle Kuzma. So get Frank Vogel out of here and get Jason Kidd as the head coach. Jason Kidd is a guy, he understands the game at a high level. Not only did he play, but he coached. So slide Frank out of there and put Jason Kidd right there. Period.
It's like give the ball to somebody, set a screen, and watch him come off of the screen to either shoot or attack the rim and driving kick or something. It's like really predictable. And it's all bad right now. But I knew it. I'm not surprised. Like I told you guys, we're in trouble once.
This is how I knew the game was bad. Whenever we got to, I think it was the second or third quarter, I think, we were struggling to get the ball in bounds. There was parts of every, from first quarter to the fourth quarter, there were a lot of times at certain parts of the quarter where we struggled to inbound the basketball. We were struggling to inbound versus the Pelican. I'm like, damn, bro. Every time we throw it in, kick, boom. Like, we were really struggling to inbound the ball. We were struggling on defense. I mean, it was just...
Ron went down. People were saying, don't panic, Dan. I'm like, I'm not panicking. I'm keeping it $150 with you.
If we don't make a trade by the trade deadline, this season's over for the Lakers. If we don't make a trade by the trade deadline, if we don't make some key trades, I'm afraid to say it. Now, I'm a big-time Lakers fan. I love my Lakers. But I feel like the season will be over. If we don't make moves, I feel like our season is in jeopardy. If it ain't over, it's in jeopardy. If we do not make no big trade by the trade deadline.
Oh, man, I knew we would be in trouble. This whole offense was predicated around LeBron. That's kind of a knock on the coach, too, because if he can't adapt to the team's current strengths and what we have on the roster, that's a problem.
That's why you fire Frank Vogel and you put Jason Kidd as the coach.
There's no pecking order, right? We don't know who's going to be the first option on any given night without LeBron there or without AD. So
Kyle Kuzma should be the first option. But the problem with that is that Frank Vogel does not play call. I've said it time and time again. Frank Vogel is too nice on that sideline. Frank Vogel needs to get his guys pissed off and angry and make them guys play better. Frank Vogel is so nice, and that's why his players are playing so soft. Because you need a coach that's gonna hold you accountable and bring the best out of you. And right now, Frank Vogel is not bringing the best out of these players because they're not bringing it on neither side of the ball. KCP, he should have been got benched. He should have got benched all the way. He should have got no minutes. I mean, everybody's saying we should trade KCP, but the thing is, I don't know how can we trade the guy. He's so garbage. Matthews played great tonight, but he's so inconsistent. He'll have one good game and 25 bad ones. So, like, damn. Montrez, don't call anybody out about defense because you played none tonight.
All in all, look, I'm so glad that the trade deadline is here because something's got to be done. I told you guys.
I'm very nervous about the trade deadline. I am super nervous.
People was asking me, hey, if we stay with the current roster, you think we're in trouble? It's like, yeah, we're in trouble.
If we stay with the same roster, past trade deadline, the season is in serious jeopardy. if we don't make serious trades at this deadline, the season will be in trouble. And I'm a big time Lakers fan telling you this. Trades need to happen ASAP.
We don't have two of the best top 5 players in the league. You're going to be in trouble, especially when your offense is predicated around them. That's just the way it goes. It's not brain science.
Hey, Bucks. Hey, Bucks GM. Hey, man. Hey, is PJ Tucker available? No. Okay. Hey, Cleveland. Hey, y'all gonna buy out Andre Drummond? No. Okay. Hey, is Miles Turner and Malcolm Brogdon available? No. Hey, Adam Silver. Hey, man. It's Goat James. Hey, yeah, man. I need a big time trade. I need a three team deal to get some trades done. All right, bet. All right, bet. Yeah. Oh, before we start this thing, RIP to the legend, the best, one of the best all time great Lakers, Elgin Baylor. RIP to Elgin Baylor. I send my condolences out to Elgin Baylor. He's one of the great Lakers. Very acrobatic guy. The guy had a lot of skill, a lot of game to him. Great Hall of Famer. Now, I wasn't born when Elgin Baylor came out. You know, he just passed away at 86 years old. Send my condolences out to the whole family. I wish I could have seen him play. Wish I could have seen some highlights on him, but it's all good. But RIP to the great legend. You know, life is very short. We gotta take every day as precious. You know, we can't take no day for granted. But RIP to the great legend Elgin Baylor. You know, I'm gonna check his highlights out and I'm gonna see what I can bring to the table.
Or nothing. You know, simple math. It's like you subtract two of the best in the league, not just on your team, and of course you're gonna struggle. Now, there was some bright spots. You know, I'm not gonna talk all negative about the Lakers. It was ugly, but there was some bright spots. At least Alex Caruso's jump shot started falling. You know, Montrezl continues to be super efficient with 18 points. And that's about it. that is about it as far as bright spots go. We got to 111. Hey, that's something. Considering we don't have a real front line. Like, Devontae Kaycock at center is not going to cut it, man. Seriously. He said, maybe we should just talk music, damn. LOL. JK, Joe Stevens. Sounds like a plan. Nah, but real talk, look, guys, it's not the end of the world. You know, I expected this to happen. Our schedule isn't doing us any favors. You know, Pelicans are hungry. They got most of their star players, you know.
We got a tough schedule, and that's what's going to hurt the Lakers real bad, is our schedule is like,
Zion and Brandon were sensational. They did what they had to do. They pinned us up against and just destroyed us up against the glass and killed us, man.
Man, Zion and Brandon Ingram, they literally massacred us.
So, you know, it's very frustrating to watch as a Laker fan, especially being used to glory these past couple of seasons. But now we got to deal with some adversity, and it's going to take, hopefully, a couple of moves to set things in order. But even after we make these acquisitions, remember, these new players have to get used to the offensive system, defensive system. It might look sloppy at first. So it might be a while till we start getting some wins. But as long as we, you know, get better, that's the key right there. We need to get better, period. Jose, appreciate you, bro.
If we get Drummond, I'm going to cry with tears of joy.
Dan, I'm so nervous, man. What if Drummond is in the moment thinking about where he want to go and